Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. I'm Darlene Chapman, and welcome to Darlene's This and That. If you're new here, I am so glad you found me. We talk about everything about this and that and everything in between. So maybe there'll be something that we'll talk about that you might enjoy. If you do, just push that like and subscribe button and also that bell for notifications whenever I upload a new video. Um, what I'd really like to talk about is I guess what pertains to me, living this life that I'm living, and I try to live my best life every day, even though growing older brings challenges of its own. For you that have just joined and maybe don't know much about me, I have been in the beauty industry since the late 80s. Started out working at beauty counters at department stores like Lancome, Estee Lauder, Clinique, Elizabeth Arden, those kind of things. And I developed a love for makeup even as a young girl. I would dress up in my mother's makeup, clog around in her big high heel shoes, and wrap a towel around me as though I had on a skirt. And I would teach school and I would get my hairbrush and sing. So I've always loved being a girly girl, putting on my mother's clip ear bobs, not earrings. We called them ear bobs back then. And I've always just loved being a girly girl. And I still do today at 67 years old. So, what I'm going to do today is I'm just going to do a simple get ready with me because that's kind of what you ladies have asked for. I do Facebook Lives. I have a podcast there as well where we talk about politics and things that's going on in and around the world and all kinds of things. And yet I'm dedicating this to health and lifestyle and just being the best that we can be with challenges that come our way, unexpected or expected, and just being the best that we can be every day. So I'm going to do a simple get ready with me. I'm already on my second cup of coffee this morning. Been up since about 6:30, 7 o'clock. Already started a good productive day. I haven't done anything as far as makeup, so I'm going to do that here with you today. And we're just going to chit chat. We're going to chit chat about life's challenges, about some of the things that I've been going through with my health, and just for all of you that maybe are just now finding me here, to kind of let you know who I am and get familiar with me, my past, my story, my life. And hopefully you'll join my family here and we'll be talking about challenging things. I've talked about certain things in the past like hair loss and breast implants and um, estrogen issues and things that we face every day. And we kind of feel alone sometimes as women, like we don't really have anybody that we can talk to. And so here, nothing's off the table. I'll discuss anything that you want to discuss. So if you have something you'd like for me to discuss here, put it down in the comment section and I will keep that in consideration for my upcoming videos. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm drinking my second cup of coffee with my second little dose of collagen. Collagen is important, ladies. Let's just face it. And not just for ladies, but collagen is important for men too. I use a collagen that is tasteless and odorless, and I put a scoop of it in my coffee every day. I have arthritis, osteoarthritis. I just had an MRI of my back, and I have arthritis in my back plus degenerative disc disease. And they say that we really can't do surgery, so you need to go to your pain management clinic. Well, let me just answer that and think about that. No, thank you. I don't want to go and get hooked on a bunch of opioids and pain medication. I'm going to do everything naturally that I possibly can so that I can be my best self and not have to get hooked on pain meds and things like that. So we're not going to go there. So we're just going to deal with it. So collagen, as you know, is very important for your hair, your skin, your nails, your joints, bones, all that kind of stuff. So can you overdose on collagen? I don't know. But if I do, it's a good overdose, right? So cheers to you. Hope you've had your morning drink of choice. Some of you like hot tea in the morning. Some of you like water. Some of you like coffee, whatever your drink is. Hope you've had yours for the day and you're getting your day started. And thank you for joining me. So let's go ahead and get started. I've got my skincare on. I've gotten all that done. I have cleansed my skin. I've exfoliated my skin. I have done my vitamin C skin defense brightening serum that I use on my face. I have done my sunscreen, my moisturizer, my eye cream, and now I'm going to start out with my CC brightening cream. All the products that I'm using today is by Sabella. It is a product that is sold from a wellness company. I discovered these products about almost 5 months ago, and I am now using all of their products. The good thing about these products is they're all made right here in the good old USA. Yeah, I mean, that's a plus for me. It doesn't come from China or Taiwan or somewhere else. It's made right here in the good old USA. So I'm starting out with my CC brightening cream, and as you can see, it has a tint of color. It has that tint of color, and it comes out like a white cream. If you can see that, it comes out like a white cream, and it looks like a moisturizer, which it is. It's a tinted moisturizer, but when you rub it in, it becomes like a foundation. Now, this is so gentle, and it is toxic free. It has no harmful chemicals in it. So even if you have sensitive skin, you should be able to use this with no problem. So I'm putting that all over my face, even up under my eyes. And if you've watched any of my Facebook makeup tutorials, you've heard me say many times that one of the challenges as we age is with age, we have to change our makeup routine. We have to change the products. Sometimes the products that we used when we were younger just doesn't work for us anymore because we start experiencing the fine lines and wrinkles. We have the discoloration, which I deal with my age spots, sun damage, whatever you want to call those. The discoloration, hyperpigmentation. So as we age, sometimes we have to change our makeup that we're using. And it's important that we get the right kind of makeup for our skin type and for the skin conditions that we are faced with, whether it be breakouts, rosacea, psoriasis, dry skin, oily skin, fine lines and wrinkles, those kind of things. So as we age, sometimes we have to reevaluate the makeup that we're using, and we have to make those changes that's necessary according to what problems we're dealing with. So I like to start out with a CC brightening cream. This is also good for age spots, dark spots, hyperpigmentation. It gives me a little bit of color and gives me moisture, and it also has an SPF of 20. And let's face it, I've had all kinds of derma peels. I've used all kind of Retin-A's in the past. I've had chemical peels. I've had all kinds of stuff trying to get rid of the sun damage over the years. And I'm all about the brightening creams, vitamin C serums, and things like that. So this has the SPF 20 in it. And ladies, do not ever, or gentlemen, if you're watching, do not ever go outside in the sun without sun protection. We have a pool outside, and if I ever go out there to lay in the sun or get in the water, I have a hat on. I have my SPF on. I'm fully protected because I have fought hyperpigmentation and the dark sun damage for years, and I've made progress, and I don't want to go backwards. And all it would take is for me to get out in the sun, and that sun damage would come right back. So just remember that it can come back, and it can come back in a vengeance. So keep that in mind. Sunscreen is very important. So I've used my CC brightening cream. Now, Sabella has several different kinds of foundations. We have a liquid foundation. We have a liquid foundation. This is a light to medium coverage. We have a cream to powder foundation, which is what I'm going to use today. We have a cream to powder foundation. We have a mineral powder foundation, which I use instead of a setting powder. I use the mineral powder foundation, and it gives your face just that beautiful glow. It doesn't look matte. It doesn't cake, and it's really good. So we have different kinds of foundations if you're interested in that. But today I'm going to use my cream to powder foundation. Now, this is a brand new color. I just received this in the mail. This one, let me see if I can find my glasses. Where is they at? Hold on. This old woman got to get her eyeglasses out. Let me see. This one is number 340N. You know, the first thing that you need to do when looking for a foundation is decide what color is best for you. And matching the foundation is critical as far as getting a good look in your makeup. First, you got to decide whether you're cool, warm, or neutral. And then you got to find out what color undertones you have, whether it's pink, whether it's yellow, whatever your undertones are. I have a lot of yellow in my skin, and I'm more of a neutral kind of gal. So I am going to use, it comes with a little powder puff, and you open it up, and it comes in a cream, and it goes on creamy, but it goes to a matte finish, not a drying, but a matte finish. So if you like a more moist feeling and not powder, then you can get away with just the cream to powder without setting it with any powder as well. This gives really good coverage. This is buildable, so you can apply and reapply if you need more coverage. And one of the things that I have found over the years of doing makeup is that as we age and we start getting the fine lines and wrinkles underneath our eyes, which is one of the most delicate places on our face and on our body, actually, it's just really thin skin under there. You want to put as least amount of product under your eyes as possible, because if you put too much product, it will really settle in those fine lines and wrinkles and really emphasize that as well. So be very careful about putting too much product under there. So I'm putting on the cream to powder, number 340N, 340N, meaning neutral. I'm in the neutral category. And they do have several different shades to choose from. And this gives you kind of a medium coverage, and you can get more of a coverage if you want to. So I'm going to put my products over here as I use them. Now I'm going to go in with my concealer. And I have tried lots of concealers over the years. Some are too thick. Some are real watery. Some don't really cover good. Some are, I like the Tarte. I really like the Tarte concealer. That's probably one of my favorite. But this one here is now my favorite. And I'm not saying that just because I'm using it. I would be totally honest. I still like the Tarte, but this is right up there as good as the Tarte concealer. And one of the things I like about it, and of course, all that I'm using today is Sabella products. And one of the things that I like about this is the brush. The brush is an angled brush, if you can see that. And it gets right in there in that inner corner of your eye. Now, I have a lot of, not bags, but I have fine lines. And I also have darkness. I do have redness on my eyelids. So instead of an eyeshadow base or primer, I will use my concealer all over my eye, on my eyelids, under my eyes. This will serve two purposes. It will serve as an eyeshadow base and primer, and also as my concealer, my brightener, that kind of thing. It will help cover up the redness. It will help to brighten up underneath my eyes. So what I do is I just go and I take my brush and I just kind of, don't worry about getting too much. You can smooth this out. And I just use this all over around my eyes. And bring it up into your temple as well. Bring it up into your temple area. And this will also help if you're having any kind of receding or recession in your temple area, which we do as we age. We lose volume in that area, and we want to keep that bright and plump, keeping it as youthful as possible. So bring that concealer up into the temple area, and that will help with the illusion of making it look fuller. So I just take my finger and I just kind of dab that in. You can take your finger. You can use a blending buffer. You can use a sponge, whatever. You can use a brush. They have concealer brushes. And I use that as well up under my eyebrow and also as a cleanup tool. And I'll show you that here in a moment. But I just take that and I just bring it up into my temple area. And I just dab that in. And if you have too much, bring it on down the center of your face or down your nose, because you want the center of your face to catch the light, okay? So, you know, it's amazing what makeup can do. You're painting a picture. Remember this. You're painting a picture and you're creating an illusion. Just like with artists, dark colors make things look like it's receding or far away, and bright colors bring things forward. So keep that in mind when you're putting your makeup on. If you have like what I have like the excess skin, we would put darker colors under here to make that look more diminished, to kind of not bring attention to that, recede that, and anything that I'm wanting to plump up, make it look bigger, brighter, fuller, then we want to keep that light. So keep that in mind when you're using your contour colors and your concealers and those kind of things. Light reflects light, brings things forward, and dark recedes, makes things look like receding in the background. So that's my concealer, and we're going to set all this here in a moment. I don't know if I think probably a lot of you that are following me here on my YouTube channel probably came over from my Facebook page, where I have shared many stories with you guys about my health, my journey, about my breast implant extract, all about getting healthy. My goal is to be as healthy as I can, especially as I'm aging. And I just turned 67 in April, and I've had quite a few health issues over the past couple of years. Being diagnosed with osteoarthritis years ago, I knew that I was going to be challenged in the future with flexibility, pain, movement, joint issues. And so I started doing my research, and I started finding answers to things that I could do outside of the pharmaceutical companies. I don't want to take a bunch of drugs. I'm just not going to do that. I'm going to be accountable, and I'm going to do my research, and I'm going to do everything I can to be my own best physician. And so in saying that, you have to be flexible. You have to stay moving. You can't sit around a lot because you will get stiff, especially with arthritis. I do have it really bad in my hands, my knees, my hips, and that sort of thing. So I have found that I have to stay moving or I really get stiff. So, it's just a challenge as we age. They say growing old in the golden years. Don't know about golden years, but I'm going to make the most of it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to set my foundation, not under my eyes yet, because I'm going to leave this wet so that my eyeshadow will adhere to my eyelids and not have so much fallout. So I'm going in with my mineral powder foundation, setting powder, using it as a setting powder. You can use it alone as a foundation if you wish. But I'm going to go in and use it as my setting powder. So this is in the color light. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to just pat this out. And I'm just going to set my foundation. I'm not going to go up under my eyes yet. I'm going to leave that wet so that my eyeshadow will adhere to it. It's amazing what you can find on YouTube, you guys. Whenever somebody asks me a question, they'll say, have you ever seen so-and-so, or do you know about so-and-so? And I'll say no. And they say, well, go look it up on YouTube. It's like, okay. Do you know how to do so-and-so, so-and-so? No. Well, go look it up on YouTube. There's all kinds everything is on YouTube. If you want to know how to cook, if you want to know how to garden, if you want to know how to build something, if you want to know how to decorate, if you want to know about exercise or beauty or makeup, it's all on YouTube or social media, let me just say. So now I have set my foundation, and I don't know if you can see that beautiful sheen from that mineral powder foundation, but it has set my makeup without looking dry or matte or cakey. So that's why I like to use that setting powder, that mineral powder foundation, instead of the setting powder. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my eyebrows. And if you've heard me say this once, you'll hear me say it every time. Do not ever, ladies, neglect your eyebrows, and men too. I'm looking in my little mirror here because I can't see that far away. I am so new to this YouTube stuff. How to zoom in, how to zoom out, how to do the music and the overlays. There's a lot of stuff that goes into these YouTube videos, and I am a work in progress. I am going to try to learn more professional techniques, more ways to make my channel more professional, but I have so much on my plate right now. It's not high on my priority list, just to be honest. But I am going to try to be a little more professional with it as time goes on. But for me, it's all new stuff. I'm technically challenged anyway, and all this technology is just really difficult for me. Always remember, ladies, eyebrows are so important. Don't forget them. They're on your face for a reason. We don't want them to look like a foreign object, but we want them to look pretty. They're never going to be exactly the same, but try to stand back and get them close. You've heard this little saying all the time. They're not twins. They're only sisters, but they're there for a reason. And without eyebrows, it's just not a picture. The frame is missing. So frame those eyes with those beautiful eyebrows and make them look as natural as possible. You don't want just a straight line. You want them to have a shape. Don't bring them up too far. Make them look as natural as you can, and make sure that the color is right, ladies. If you have blonde hair, you don't want black eyebrows. Maybe you do. If you do, that's great. I'm just saying, kind of make it look more of a natural eyebrow than something that's the first thing you see on someone when they walk in the room is their eyebrows. So just FYI for that. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my concealer brush that I was talking about earlier, and this is a concealer brush that I got from Merle Norman years ago when I owned my own Merle Norman cosmetics studio. That was back in the early 2000s, around 2004 or 5. And this is a brush that I love. I still purchase them. It's a great brush. It's a concealer brush by Merle Norman. Love this brush. And what I do is once I do my eyebrows, just to clear up anything, I will go back in right under that eyebrow and just kind of clean up any place that I got out of line and just really emphasize that brow. And this concealer brush is awesome. And remember too, you don't have to spend a lot of money on brushes. The shape of these brushes make a lot of difference in the application of your makeup. The shape of the brushes. But you can get by with some of the cheaper brushes like e.l.f. and other brushes. You don't have to pay hundreds of dollars for brushes unless that's just really important for you. But I've never paid that much for brushes. I've used them doing makeup and stuff like that. I've done makeup for videos, for photo shoots. I've taught makeup, and I've used some of the best makeup brushes, and I can tell you, there are some good ones out there if you want to spend money on that. But I'd rather spend my money on something else besides brushes. But the size, the type of brush, the bristles, all those do make a difference in the application of your eyeshadow. So now I'm going to go in with my eyeshadow, and let's see, what are we going to do today? I'm going to, let's see. I have several different palettes here. I'm going to use, let me look, hold on. You know, this is the fun thing about makeup is that it's just, you pick what you want to use for the day. What look do I want today? Like I said the other day, I said I did my makeup and I thought, my makeup looks so good. I'm going somewhere today, whether it's to stand in line at the post office. Somebody going to see me today because my makeup is on point. Okay. And not every day it's on point, ladies. I think I'm going to use this palette here. It's After the Storm. Look at those beautiful colors, After the Storm. I'm going to use some pink, some grays, since I've got blue and pink in my shirt. So I'm going to pick me a brush, and I'm going to, I'm going to go in with this light pink right here. And I'm going to use that on my lid. It's a very, very light pink. Has some shimmer to it, which I like on my lid. Just remember, if you have a lot of fine lines and wrinkles, crepiness in your eyes, which I do, make sure you don't use a lot of shimmer in the crease. Okay? Make sure you just keep the shimmer on your eyelid, because shimmer will accentuate your fine lines and crepiness. Trust me. Trust me, ladies. Trust me. And because I did not powder my eyelids after I put my concealer, I'm getting less fallout. So it's adhering to that wet concealer that I left on my eyelids. So I don't have any fallout down here underneath my eye. And if I did, I can still clear it up with my concealer, because I have not set underneath my eye yet with powder. That's why I leave all that wet until I get my eyeshadow applied and finished. I will go back in later and clean all that up. Now I'm going to go in with this dark navy blue. We're going to go bold. We're going to go bold today. We're going to go right in that crease. Right in that crease. And it's going to look bad till we blend it. So there you go. It's like, don't be afraid of messing up, ladies. Don't be afraid. People say all the time, I like makeup, I just don't know how to apply it, or I'm scared to use it. I look like a clown. Listen, don't be scared. It's not permanent. Okay. Keep that in mind. This is not something you're doing that you're going to have to live with. Okay. Get it down here too far. It's okay. It's okay. We're going to clean it up. This is temporary. Hold on. This old lady can't see, so I'm going to hold this mirror up here. So I'm going right in the crease with that dark navy blue to give my eyes some depth. Okay. And we're going to blend it out, but I'm going up on the outer corner. And see how I've gotten out of the line there? We're going to clean all that up. So then when you get through, just kind of stand back and look at it and see if they match, and kind of get them as close as you can to looking the same. Add more if you need to. Whoa, I look like a clown. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to blend this stuff out. And I'm going to take this color right up here. It's kind of a matte color. And I'm going to take this color and I'm going to start blending. I'm going to get rid of those harsh edges of that dark color that I just applied. And I'm going to go right above that crease color, that dark blue, and blend it up. This is what we call the transition color. It's transitioning from one color to the next. Okay? That makes sense? My husband will always, he'll tell me something and he'll say, does that make sense? And I said, don't ask me that. If it don't make sense, I'll tell you. So blend that out. And see the mess that I have out here? But we're going to clean all that up. And let me see. That looks like a hot mess. It does. I admit it. That looks like one hot mess. It's going to get better. I promise it's going to get better. It is. Or I'll take it off. I'll take it off and start over, because I'm not too proud. to say it's a hot mess. I'm really not. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my concealer brush, and I'm going to get my concealer out again. I'm going to clean this mess up because that's what it is. It's a mess. And I'm going to go right under my eye. If I got that too thick under there, I can go up and clean that outer edge just by a sweeping up motion. That's going to clean up that edge, giving you a sharp, clean edge out there, and also an instant eye lift. If you can see the difference, it gives you an instant eye lift. This one's up, this one not so much. We're gonna give this one a lift too this time. Let me see if I can see over here. The light is so different on this side. Hold on. So we're going to clean up this side too. We're going to clean up that edge and make it look pretty and crisp. And there you go. So I'm going to go up on the edge, cleaning up. Sit back and look, see if they look the same. You guys, my eyes are so tired this morning. I am so tired. My eyes are tired. My eyes were red this morning when I woke up. I'm working overtime, you guys, and it is showing on me. It really is. It is really showing on me. I woke up this morning and I washed my face, and was doing my moisturizers and stuff, and I thought, man, I just look tired. This old lady is tired, you guys. It's funny. Anybody out there that has any kind of a platform on social media, you get those people that just want to be negative and they can't find anything good to say. So they just say all kinds of stuff. And I've seen people on YouTube channels that were, talking about their cancer journey and things like that. And people would accuse them of faking cancer and all kinds of crazy stuff. And it's like, really? People can really be negative behind the keyboards. And I have come to become a little immune to that. I don't really let that stuff bother me because I know those people are people that are just not happy with their own lives. And the only way they feel better about themselves is making someone else feel bad. And so I never want to be that person. I never want to fall into that negativity. And so I don't let anyone have power over me and my happiness and my joy. I don't let them steal my joy. So don't let them steal yours. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue blending that out because that's a little dark. Now I'm going to go in with my eye pencil. And let's see, I'm going to use the Midnight. This is called Midnight. It's like a dark blue, navy blue. This is a mechanical pencil. And I'm going to put me a little bit of eyeliner up there on my top lid. Now, I do have the permanent eyeliner. I have it on upper and lower lid. I've had it for years. I like it. I'm glad I did it. When I'm out in the pool or I'm somewhere without my makeup on, my eyes just don't disappear. I at least look like I have some makeup on. So I've enjoyed it. Like I said, I've had it for years, 10 years or more probably. Ooh, it's thundering outside. Y'all hear that? Hope my internet connection will stay up for us. Ooh, just shook the house. Yeah. I'm going to also kind of just go underneath my eye, connect that. Now, I also tight line my upper eyelid because that just helps your eyelashes look thicker. And if you've followed me for any length of time, you've heard me say that I've had lash extensions several times, and they have always wreaked havoc on my lashes. So I am trying my best to not ever do that again. I'm going to live with what I have. I'm putting some castor oil every night on my lashes and my eyebrows and things like that. I have heard that castor oil is really good for hair growth. Back when I was experiencing hair loss, I had heard about that. And so I started using that, just massaging that castor oil into my scalp. And my hair started coming back. Now, I used other things too. I can't say it was just castor oil, but I have heard that castor oil is really good for hair growth. So if you're experiencing any kind of hair loss, or you're having issues with your eyelashes or eyebrows, try castor oil. That might help you, okay? We're almost done. We're almost finished. I'm just about ready to set underneath my eyes, and I'm going to go back in with my setting powder, and I'm going to take my powder puff this time, and I'm going to go right underneath my eye and just pat and set that concealer, because I'm now completed my eyeshadow. The only thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in with my really kind of a pale color. This is a off-white, and I'm going to go right up there under my brow and put that as my eyebrow highlighter. And that will help set that concealer that we put up there after we did our eyebrows. Remember? Whoops. All right, so we got that done. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do some mascara, and we're going to do some lipstick, some contour colors, and we're well on our way, you guys. So let's go in and do some contouring. I'm going to go in with my contour color. This is number 395. This is good for warming up your face, for contouring. Why am I getting that black? Do I have it on my hand? Sorry. I'm going to go right under my cheekbone just to warm that up. I am upstairs in my office, and I do not have my vanity and my mirror and all my stuff like I usually do when I'm doing my makeup. So I'm kind of discombobulated today. Remember when I told you you can make things kind of recede by using dark colors? Because I have all this excess skin, I'm going to put that contour right underneath there. And now I'm going to go in with my cheek color, and I'm going to use this pretty pink color. This is called, and this is really pigmented, so it takes very little. Push the Limits. Push the Limits. This is a beautiful pink cheek color. I'm going to go in, and I'm just going to go right there on the top of that contour color. And I'm going to go right there on the end of my nose. I do like for my cheeks to be, pink. Put a little more. You know what? I'm going to put a little bit of this cheek color right there on the top of my, I'm going to add just a little bit of this pink, this cheek color right up there. Oh, I like that already. I'm using my cheek color that I just used on my cheeks. I'm going to put that right up there as my transition color. I just needed a little more color up there. And if you get too much cheek color, then go back over it, blend it out. You can always blend it out. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to line my lips, do my lipstick, we'll do our mascara, and we will be finito. I'm going to do a kind of a pinky lip today since I have on pink. I'm going to use my Blushing Berry. Blushing Berry. This is a new lip liner that I just purchased, so I do have on my lip gloss. I always put lip gloss on so that my lip liners and lipsticks will go on smoothly. Oh, yeah. This is a great color for your light pink or nude lipsticks. Remember, if you're wanting that fuller lip, you can go down underneath your natural lip line right here at the bottom in the center. But keep it natural on the sides. Just a little tip. All right, let's see what kind of lipstick we're going to use today. I want a pretty, just soft pink. This is what I'm going to use. I'm going to use this one. It's called Romantic. It's a pretty pink. Very soft. Very pretty. It's called Romantic. Okay, now let's do some mascara and we'll be done. You know what else I want to do? I want to smudge this eyeliner a little bit just to kind of give it a smudgy look. I'm going to take my crease brush. I'm just going to kind of smooth that out. I don't want that line look. I don't want an eyeliner line. I want it to look smoky kind of thing. I think that looks better. What you think? What you guys think? All right. That just softens up that line and makes it not look so much of a straight line. Softens it up a little bit. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my mascara on and we'll be finished. Yay! Thank y'all for hanging out with me this morning, getting your day started with me, having a sip of coffee or tea, and just chit-chatting. I got so much to do today. Life is good. The Bible talks about idle minds, idle hands. You know, I like to have purpose in my life. I think that's one thing is I like something that makes me want to get up every morning. I want to know that there's a purpose in what I'm doing, that I'm making a difference in life. I'm not just getting up and thinking, well, what am I going to do today? I could not live my life that way. I've been working since I was 16 years old. Got divorced, remarried my husband. We married twice, wound up divorcing again. After 12 years of marriage, two times, I found myself raising a daughter all by myself with no college education. I was only a high school graduate, and I was very challenged with making income that would provide for my daughter. So I worked 2 jobs. That's when I got into the beauty industry. I would work my daytime job and go to the mall and work in the foundation, the perfumes and makeup stuff. And I did that for years. And I developed a love for cosmetics. And I thought, you know, I'm good at this. I like this. I want to do this. And so after being divorced for years, I remarried and moved out of town, and I decided that I've got to work because I quit my job to move out of town after I remarried. And I thought, I got to do something. My husband says, what do you want to do? And I said, makeup. So I opened my own Merle Norman studio, which I loved. It was also a ministry for me, helping women that had gone through cancer treatments, that had lost their eyebrows or their eyelashes, or maybe had gone through a divorce and was just needing to feel good about themselves again. And so I decided that it was a ministry, and it really was. And I developed a love for encouraging women and making them find their confidence again. And also, I just love makeup. So, you know, it's all encompassing. So I'm just glad God has opened doors for me to do this and given me a platform. I hope that you've enjoyed this little video today, this little tutorial. I will be coming on here doing more stuff. We'll be doing some exercising. I'll show you kind of what I do just to stay limber with all of my issues that I have as far as arthritis and aging. I will talk about the things that I use, like vitamins, and kind of let you see my day in action, things that I do on a daily basis. I'm a very busy person. I get up in the morning, I have my coffee, I read my devotion, catch up on all my emails and things, and then I start cleaning house a little bit, and then I get busy and I do my work. And so I work from home, and God's just good. So I thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions about any of these products, please put down in the comments section. If there's something you'd like for me to see or something you'd like for me to talk about in the future, please put that down there as well, and I will try my best to do that. So if you've enjoyed this, please like and subscribe to my channel. I would love for my channel to grow more to where we can do more positive things with aging. So blessings to you, my friend. Have a great day. I hope to see you back on here really soon. Bye-bye.